Welcome to the desk. Hey, look, I want to apologize for my language earlier. I was pimping a little bit too. I was caught up in the spirit of pimpery. So, excuse my colorful language. Are you familiar with this story at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
How could I not be? I'm on Instagram.
Okay, yeah. What's the buzz? What's the buzz in your algorithm?
I mean,
What's your buzz? So, what's the buzz in your algorithm? What's the overall vibe? Is everybody leaning to this meaning? I want to get to the meaning of this. Is this toxic? If men do this, is this toxic? Is this out of line? Is this controlling? I know you're just one person. I just want to see your perspective.
I mean, in my opinion, if you're looking at the grocery list of things here,
Let's go.
it just looks like hot girl activities, and this man should not be in a relationship with a good-looking woman.
Ooh. Yeah, and I think that's what you said earlier. Yeah. No, I can see that because at the end of the day, girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, especially 2021.
Right.
Coming out of COVID, what else does she have to do?
Right. So if you get, so you're doing hot girl stuff, but you want a hot girl summer, but you want somebody for the winter. So you get in a relationship. I'm just saying, well, this is what happened. You get in a relationship. Do you adjust any hot girl activity?
I mean,
is that a factor in, and do you expect your boy that you've got this commitment with, this verbal agreement? You're not married. You're just together. Do you have any bit of standards or boundaries? Is this word that they're throwing out?
I mean, it's just part of the game. Being in a relationship with a hot girl, I'm pretty sure. I mean,
right? That's part of the game. That's part of the game. So if you send it, you get this. Is this controlling? Does this come across as a controlling?
Yes. Yeah, definitely controlling. I mean, especially in my algorithm and the way things are going, all the toss around of like he's abusing therapy talk and all shit like that. And it is.
Is this
does seem like that.
Is this narcissistic? Because these words, narcissist, emotional abuse. That sounds pretty harsh.
Emotional abuse. I mean, at least she's got a hobby. And you're trying to
No, right. No, she's doing something. I'm saying is he being emotionally abusive? Would this count as emotional abuse? Like if this is the worst text you got, have you gotten worse text than this from exes?
I mean, I've probably given them.
Yeah, what's the most toxic boundary that you had? I'm talking about young you.
Young
not
me.
old dusty you. I said it like you was old and dusty.
Old dusty rage.
Yeah, rage who don't give a shit no more. I'm like when you actually cared.
I mean, I'm pulling a blank right now.
Okay. And then what's the worst one you got? What's something do you have anywhere it was a standard like, hey man, you can't do like you can't belong to the streets like you used to?
I mean, I've set one ultimatum, and I think telling a man to stop doing Xanax is probably an understandable one.
Okay. But what if that was
even
now if that was his therapy?
Hey, I was kind of done with spending my weekends scraping him off the sidewalk.
Oh, okay. You had to help him out. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so hey, Jonah seems like he's kind of out of line with a sect of the population. For some reason, a lot of girls in Australia said that they fuck with it. For Australia down under is with the shit. Apparently they're with it.
Just set me straight. I mean, those girls are crazy though.
Australia
so
don't play around.
Craving it, you know.
Okay,
someone tell me what to do.
This is the interesting thing to me, and we could leave this story because there's no story here. We got to the end of it. This is the interesting thing to me is the timing. So he said this sucker shit. Hey, here's my list. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't have fun. Okay, so he says that, and you release the shit. Is that toxic?
I mean, that's toxic.
I kind of think that's kind of toxic.
I mean, now that I'm thinking about it a little bit, I'm like, I'd almost prefer to just have a list. You know what I mean?
Let's talk freely. Let's have a real conversation. Let's have a real conversation. If you're in a relationship and you got to read a motherfucker's mind, you got to guess what they like and what they don't like, and they say, hey, you know what? Here's a list. Here's a list of what makes me feel cool that you used to do. Maybe you used to belong to the streets, and now you want, maybe you were an outdoor cat. And now you want to be an indoor cat. You can't do all the same outdoor cat activities.
Yeah.
I'm just saying objectively.
Now there's rules you gotta abide by if you want to make the switch.
If you're gonna be indoor cat, you gotta abide by some indoor rules.
Yeah.
So he's saying, so you're with a guy who says, this is kind of me personally. I won't write anything down that would be used against me later. Like this. Because this here looks like a man who knows what he doesn't want, at least. Says it. Then he says, hey, man, if you don't like it and this makes you happy. In fact, he didn't say if you don't like it. He goes, if this brings you happiness, I support it. Just not with me. I fucks with it.
And do you think his agent wrote this?
This seems pretty. I don't know if this is AI. I think AI wrote this. I feel like this was AI. This feels written by AI because the way he said that is like that's a good lingo though. That's not a bad lingo. Cause it's ultimatum, but not really. It's like, hey, I don't want to get in the way of your happiness. So if you want to get back to the streets, she didn't say, oh, if you leave, I'm gonna kill myself. Have you heard that one? That's a toxic one. That seems emotionally abusive. That one feels pretty over the line, but this happens and a year and a half later, you put this on the internet. That's the part that kind of rubs me the wrong way.
There's a reason for it.
There's a reason for it. The timing is odd. So Jonah just had a kid with another lady. She said, I did this so that lady could get the message. Like it's too late. The kid's already here.
It ain't for her.
Why do we, that's some toxic shit. Like a woman will be a side chick for 8 years. And then the guy stops. He goes, hey, I'm going to tell the wife. You need to know what type of husband you have.